And good evening from the Ice Ranch in Littleton, Colorado. You're watching Colorado Prep Hockey League, and tonight's featured matchup is Valor Eagles versus the Regis Raiders. The Valor Eagles are dressed out in their white trimmed with blue, with the Eagles script across the chest, and opposite them is the Regis Raiders in their distinctive red, with red helmets with the Regis crest on the chest. I am Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey Productions. Welcome to tonight's matchup. This is the third time that I've had a chance to see these two teams play. They played in the Twisted Wrister, and in both of those contests, they were won by Valor. Tonight's matchup is the first Colorado Prep Hockey League matchup between the two. In goal, we have Robinson Cooper, number 1. He's backed up with Ruth Jace for Valor. And we have Gage Bussey, number 29, backed up with Logan Slott. We are just underway, and the puck is loose up in the neutral zone, and it's popped in by Wright. He'll go for a chase. He's on the backside of Romero, but Romero scoops it over to the other side. He's picked back up by Walsh. Walsh tries to work it up the wall. He gets some help from his defenseman, and the puck is put back down in the corner as Romero thinks about it. He slides it over to the near side where Schick has battled up there, and he has a battle just outside of the Raiders' blue line. Backing him up is the defenseman Lloyd, number 2, and it gets past him and it skips down to Schick, but Schick is quickly taken off the play as Evan Payos had moved over to seal the boards off over on the near side. Puck is pool cued over in front of the Regis bench, and we've got the game's first penalty, and it's going to go to the Raiders. And going on the power play are going to be the Eagles here. They have a bit of time as they bring in the extra attacker over on the far side, but getting to it first was number 5, Robbie Dembeck. We're 15:54 remaining in the scoreless first period, and we've got the game's first power play. And going to the box is the defenseman, Oganiku. Kai Oganiku goes at the 15:54 mark. So Oganiku goes, and 15:54, so let's watch and let's look at this. Let's give you the lineup here. So setting up, Payos is going to take this face-off, and Payos has number, let me give you this, number 11. I do not see him on the list, but we're going to pick him up in just a moment. And it goes back to Kaiser, and chasing it down is Regis. Regis picks it up, but Payos has it. Payos with a head of steam moves it back over to Price on the far right-hand side. Price watched closely by Romero and sweeps it back over, and just getting caught up on a boot, and Regis is able to get to it, but Payos has it off the wall. Payos tries to fish it down to Price, picked back up. Payos steps right back in, delivers one, but Regis has the puck, and Raddick is able to put it into the far side corner. McCall will start things back up with 1:22 remaining in the power play. Moves it quickly right over to Rollison. Rollison gets tied up momentarily, fishes it back, and it's swung over to the near side. Worked back up just inside the Regis blue line by Kaiser. Kaiser has a little trouble with it, and Kaiser doesn't realize where the puck is, but Romero does. And Romero rims it around, and it comes out to the near side, center ice. Picked back up by McCall, shakes off the check, thinks about it, shakes off a second one, and begins to work it back up through the neutral zone. Punches it back in, and going hard is Majeski, going for a pair of matching 24s. He has a man right in the middle. Majeski can't get it to him, and it's tied up back, and 3 Eagles down low. Majeski comes back over to the right-hand side, slides it back over to Kaiser. Kaiser, here's the shot by Lloyd, and Lloyd's shot got deflected. Puck is picked back up and sent all the way down to Robinson. Robinson holds it there with 26 seconds remaining. Charging out is Owen. Owen moves it quickly over to Lloyd. Lloyd weaves through center, comes back over to the right-hand side, squares back up. He's challenged over on the far side by Bentz. Bentz takes the puck away and has a lead pass, but he ices it there he sends it the length of the ice. With 11 seconds remaining, Robinson plays the long pass, picked back up by Williams, right in front, just misses. Over on the far side, it's coming out is Majeski. Majeski loses it there, and the puck is punched right back into Valor's end. It'll go for an icing as the game's first penalty has expired. We're at the 13:48 mark of this first period, scoreless, and Valor is 0 for 1 on the power play. So a face-off deep in Regis's end, and it's Holloway off the face-off. He wins it. It's chopped back up by Throckmorton along the wall, and the puck comes back out to center. Losing it there momentarily is Valor, but it's tipped right back up, and coming up with it is Murr. Murr quickly moves it over to Kaiser. Kaiser up through the middle, and taking it in with a big check there as number 23 got hit. That was Mason McConnell, who had the game winner last night late in the contest versus Cherry Creek. Puck is put back out to center, and it's sent back in, goes off a shin pad, hit Murr's body, but it's settled now by Evan Payos, the senior. Payos looks for an opportunity, and it's chopped at and put right back into center in front of the Regis bench. Coming back is McConnell. McConnell will send it in, go for a line change, and Regis regathers, and I believe too many men perhaps on Regis. And so we've got the game's second power play opportunity, and it's going to go to Valor again, and this time too many men. And serving this penalty is number 27, I believe, or 21, Myhill, Max Myhill perhaps. I believe that is it. So Myhill for too many, and this comes just about 13:04. So the second power play early power play for Coach Gwozdecki, and he heads right back out there with Evan Payos. Last time I saw Payos, he was playing centerman. So McCall drifts back into Valor territory and gives a little back pass to Price. Price moves it up to Rollison. Rollison picks it out of his skates, has trouble putting it in deep. Price is there, but Regis clears. McCall will start things up again with 1:39 remaining. Radek on the watch. He's backed up by Dembeck. This one goes off the near side boards, and Payos has it. The right-handed stick loses it momentarily, gathers it back into Price. Price crosses ice feed. Kaiser puts one on, and it's covered and held by Gage Bussey. Bussey makes his first save of the game and makes it routine, as it didn't have much on it from distance. 1:22 remaining in the second power play. 12:26 remaining in this scoreless first period. So let's set the stage for you with the lineup, and it's going to be Jack Majeski, although centering this line is number 20, Fekete. Noah Fekete moves it back over to Lloyd. Lloyd from the left point. He's pressured there, puts it down the wall, and it finds the corner back behind the cage. Holding it back up is Bentz. Bentz is double teamed, and it's a shovel shot just on the far side. As looking for that one on the far side was Jamison Charles, number 12. I believe it was, moving it right back up, and pressured as stepping into that one. Owen didn't have much room. Charles has the puck. He sends one right through center. He was looking for Jack Majeski. Puck comes back over to the right-hand side. It rolls back behind the Regis cage. Holding it there is Bentz. Again, he gets double-teamed, gives it up, and the puck is fished right back down. Sealing off the wall there was Radek, and the puck is punched back up to the right point where it's held in by Valor. Valor begins to work it down low. Over on the far side. Puck right back over to number 24, Jack Majeski, and that one was a big pad save by Bussey and cleared. Quickly, Lloyd makes a tight turn, but thinks about it as a line change is occurring for Valor, and he'll set things back up. Bouncing puck is settled by Owen. Owen works it up the right-hand wall, cross-ice feed, and it comes right back to Lloyd. Lloyd sends it right back up, and this is going to go for icing as the miscommunication there results in Valor defensive zone face-off with 6 seconds remaining in the second power play. Valor really hasn't had a chance to set it up effectively here, as they had that one shot by Majeski, but that was going wide. Alec Alfieri will take this face-off, number 30, the youngster, and it's won by Regis. Regis, a slap shot over from the point. That was Oganiku, number 2, the big defenseman. Puck is put right back in by Ryan Williams. Williams puts it back behind the cage where it's settled by Payos. And Payos with 10:56 weaves his way through center. He's got 2 men behind him, and he heads up ice. He's got 23 McConnell with him, but puck is tipped aside and all the way back out to center. Picking it back up is Murr. Murr chases it down. He's got a man on his side. He's got to move the puck quickly. He does so to Charles. Charles, errant pass, goes through all. Oganiku puts it on the mid-ice boards, and it's controlled one more time by Alec Aferi. Back Back to Payos. Payos sends it back in front of the cage, and the defenseman moves it up as Alec Alfieri rethinks things. And he twists one back. A twisting pass is picked back off. Alfieri gets a stick on it. Puck is put back up to the point, and it's punched right back down in by Ryan Williams. Williams sends it in deep. Regis goes for almost a full line change, and it gives Valor time to move the puck out, but it's stolen. Picked up by Holloway. Holloway shot in on Robinson. Robinson gave up a big rebound there. Wasn't able to control it. Puck is on the side of the cage. Picked back up by Jack Majeski. Majeski picks up some speed, takes a shoulder check, and it's picked right back off. Here comes Regis, and offsides was Carter Schick just ahead of the play as Holloway was bearing in. 9:48 remaining in this first period. We're scoreless. Valor's had a couple of good opportunities on the power play, but Regis's penalty kill has been excellent. Holloway will take this faceoff going up against Jack Majeski, and he fishes it back, trying to find it all the way back to Padilla. Padilla goes tumbling, and picking up that puck is Throckmorton. Throckmorton tries to spin out of the corner, gets double teamed, and the puck is picked right back up by Larson. Larson moves it back up the near side. Kaiser steps in from his deep position. He'll hold there. Kaiser and the puck pokes free, and it comes back out to center. Majeski moves it back over to McCall. McCall has time. McCall back over to Kaiser. Kaiser moves it up to the near side. Picked right back up, and a quick play there, and coming back in is Majeski. Majeski feeds it back over, but the first player there was Holloway for Regis. Backhand attempt. It never got through, and the puck comes back out to center, where Kaiser, glancing over his shoulder, bounces it off the mid-ice boards. Picked back up by 22, Majeski. That's Cooper, and Cooper waves at it as here comes Regis up the right-hand side. The breakout pass right on the mark. Picked up by Radek. Radek's got a man. He's got Lutz on one side, sends it to the other side. Lutz steps in, picks up the free puck, battling for it back behind the cage, and coming away with it is McCall. McCall reverses on Dembeck. Dembeck ties his man up, takes the puck away, moves it back up to Romero. Here comes the slap shot, and a pad save. Loose puck on the far side. Lutz tumbles. McCall clears. 8:30 remaining in this scoreless first period. That was the first good action that Regis had. Sweeping in, back behind Bussey's cage. Here comes Regis. Moves it back over to the far side, tumbling just a bit, but regathering and bouncing the puck back off. Picked back up by Aiden Owen. Owen moves it back up, right back over to Rollison. Rollison, the senior, rethinks things, and he resettles. Back over to looking for Rollison. This one's going to go too far as Fekete couldn't reach it. 8:03 remaining, scoreless first period. So you look at these two squads in the Pacific Conference, and thus far, Regis has had one game, and they've won that, and Valor has had one game, and they've tied that. So very early in the season in the standings. Setting this up, Andrew Gleason will set it up. He's got Blackback on his side, and back behind is Williams. Williams trying to hold it in there along with Thompson, and Valor is able to move the puck out. It's Walsh. Walsh skips through, but a nice pickoff as a poke check was made there by Blackbat. Blackbat again is able to get his stick on it, and he fishes it back into the Valor zone, where Lloyd sweeps back in to pick it up. He moves it quickly over to the D side, where Owen is bodied up by a couple of Raiders. I want to say the Regis Red Raiders, that was the days of the old Pink Palace. Here comes Lloyd, his shot, and it's steered over into the far side corner, comes right back up. Gleason fighting for it down there, needs some support and sweeping in. Here comes Valor. Valor moves it quickly over to Price. Price has Majeski on one side. That's Walsh, 14, not 34. And it's able to be poked up, and the linesman makes the call right there, as trying to step in was the defenseman, Charles, but it was just barely over the blue line. So we will do it again in front of Coach Dan Woodley's bench, longtime coach for Regis. And he has the first line out there. He's got Bauer, Schick, and Holloway. Holloway at center. And dancing through, puck is moved back over to the near side. Charles sweeps in. He looks for a centering feed as he was looking for Fekete. That's Alfieri down there. Alfieri, number 30, backhander right in front, but it's picked off by the Raiders, and the Raiders move it back out to center. Over on the far side, it's put in with a backhander by Sanas. and controlled by Valor with tight quarters there as the check was right in on number 16. It was Charles as the check was delivered by the defenseman Sergio Padilla. Puck is back behind the Raiders line. It's moved back up to the left-hand point. Payos picks it up nicely off his backhand. Hot pass off the half boards. Moves it all the way back down behind the cage. Charles is there. Charles pokes at it. Regis controls. Regis coming out of the corner. Tries to work it back up the half boards, and they're able to get it out to center. Alfieri's there, but he yields to Payos. Payos quickly cross ice, and a cross ice dump in by Charles. Line change for Valor. Regis has time, thinking about the long stretch pass. Here it comes, pick back off, but Fekete. I know. So Coach Woodley has number 8 out there. Raddick is now out there with Bowers. Bowers started out with Holloway. And so they change it up just a little bit, and chasing it down was Bentz. Bentz is a defenseman, backhand feed, and it comes back through center, poked up, and Fekete puts it back in. He'll give chase, and coming away with it was Bentz. Bentz quickly moves it up the wall. Valor's there to seal it off, and coming away with it is Rollison. Rollison with the shot, bouncing puck, secured by Bentz. No, Bentz is tied up. He gets back to his knee, back to his skates from his knees, sends it back through center. Icing is waved off, and chasing it down is Bowers. Bowers lifts Kaiser's stick, and Bowers tries to put it right in front. Bouncing puck right behind. Dembeck's got it. Dembeck battling with it. Picks it back up. Dembeck looking on the side of the circle. Cross ice feed. Oganiku looks, and Oganiku takes one from Price, and Price is able to shoulder check him. Oganiku had fanned on that and wasn't able to come up with it. Kaiser, long pass, finds Rollison. Rollison dumps it in, and giving chase now is number 18, Larson. He's that extra forward. Rollison has it. Rollison thinking about it, stops on a dime, moves it back over to Larson. Larson pressured by Oganiku. Back, gets some help from Rollison. He gets tied up. He begins to work his way out. Double team, gets taken down. Oganiku comes away with it. Puts it off the half boards, and a hot puck bounces all the way back to the Valor end. Swept in by Lloyd. Lloyd with a tight turn, moves it back up ice, and it goes just through the wickets. Icing is waved off as Larson tried to get a stick on it. Over on the far side, puck is held in. Alfieri, snapshot there, held by Bussey. 4:25 remaining in this scoreless first period. Good end-to-end action thus far. So the face-off to the left of Bussey. Alfieri will take it. And let's see, he has number 22 with him, and again, it's Majeski. Lines are moving a little bit. There's some extra forwards, so you would expect that anyway. Here come the Raiders, back through center, head up, leaves it there, and it's picked right back up by Blackbat, and the puck just drifts wide, swept back in by 22, Majeski. Majeski will ice. No, it is not considered icing. Bussey plays it there, and he leaves it there for the defenseman, Charles Throckmorton. Throckmorton near side. Puck is taken away by Payos and moved back to Lloyd. Lloyd's got a man in the middle. It's Walsh. Lloyd will hang on as Wright backs up. Wright takes the check, but is able to protect the puck, and he chops at it. He tries to get it to Lloyd, and here comes Majeski. Majeski's got a man in the middle. Slides it over, and it just goes past Walsh. It went through true Valor players, Walsh and Wright. Neither could get their stick on it as the puck was a little bit behind him. Put up and out of play by Regis, so a defensive zone face-off to the right of Bussey is forthcoming. And so digging in, and the draw is down, and it's swept in by Romero. Romero moves it back behind the cage, and he recoils, sends it right back over to Bentz. Bentz bounces it off the near side half boards. Puck is lost there momentarily as went off the stick of Schick. Over on the far side, stepping in and delivering a check there was Bentz. Meanwhile, puck comes again back out to center, through everybody, resecured by Owen. Owen, with a little bounce play, goes past. Majeski's got it, and coming up with the loose puck was Sonis. Sonis gets tied up over on the near side. Holloway sends it back over, and nope, just missing the side of the cage. Right in front with a little tip play was Carter Schick. Schick had the far side of the cage wide open, couldn't hit it. Charles has got it. Charles works his way through Romero, and Charles driving. Bussey holds. That's Carter Charles, number 16, versus Jamison Charles, number 12. Jamison plays on the D-line. Carter plays left wing. So we'll do it again to the right of Bussey. And this time Alfieri will take the face-off for Valor. And over on the far side, it's Raddick. Raddick wins it over to the wall, and he comes away with it. Raddick sidesteps one. That was McConnell. And with a head of steam over on the far side, Lutz stays on side. Raddick's got it. Raddick fighting through traffic. Taken down. No call. Alfieri settles. 2:27 remaining in this first period. McConnell fishes it back over. Picked up by McCall. And McCall back over to the far side. Giveaway. Dembeck thought he had it right there as Charles was waiting for the puck. Dembeck was in between them. Bouncing puck, picked back up, held by Dembeck, handed off to Raddick. Raddick, side of the circle, looking for an outlet. He'll put it down low, but McCall comes away with it for Valor. Sidesteps Lutz, and Dembeck moves the puck back over to the right-hand side and in front of the Valor bench, trying to work his way through was number 23, McConnell. He gets canceled. Meanwhile, puck is gloved back down, picked by Charles. Charles off the mid-ice boards, back over to McCall. The defenseman twisting, moves it back over to the right-hand side. Holding up there was Rollison. Hand off the puck there to Charles. Charles, the defenseman, down low, and Regis begins to work it back out as Oganiku begins to move it back up the half boards. Dembeck quickly, he goes for a line change, but not before he passes the puck over to Brody Sanas. Sanas sends it back down. Picked back up by Fekete. Fekete is nailed into the boards. He got crunched, and the puck is up and out of play. 1:20 remaining in this scoreless first period. Valor and Regis, two old-time rivals here, battling it out for the third time this season. A lot of different players in the lineup, so sure changes things. Sanas will take the faceoff going up against Fekete. Fekete wins it back over. Puck is swept back over to the far side by Murr and up to Price. Price punches it back. Murr recovers. Rollison ahead. Calling it for it is Fekete. Takes the check. Bouncing puck. Picked back up over on the far side and stepping in stride is Lloyd. Lloyd gets tied up there. And in front of the Regis bench, Price pressures. 1 minute exactly remaining in the first period. We're scoreless. Rollison works his way back down where he's challenged by Throckmorton. Back down below the line, and coming away with it is Fekete. Fekete feeds it back up to Lloyd. Lloyd from the right-hand point thinks about it, looks for a lane. Now he thinks twice. Back over to the near side where Murr has some trouble, but he puts it down, skips back off his stick. Throckmorton battling. He gets some help there from his forward, and the puck back over into the far side corner. Price settles, runs into, man, he ran into a freight train over on the far side. Puck is picked back up by Myhill. Myhill was another add to this Regis squad who I didn't see last month. Quickly, Murr headmans the puck. Quick back over to Price. Price puts it in deep, and now he'll go for a line change, giving Romero time to swing it back over to Raddick. Raddick, little backhander up the wall, is intercepted as stepping in, and here's the splash shot, goal! Rollison scores! Rollison buries it and gets it back over Gage Bussey as the loose bouncing puck, and you watch it here, stepping in was number 12, Charles, and then the bouncing puck and the one-timer by Rollison goes up over the glove hand of Bussey. 1-0, Rollison gets it, and Charles will get an assist on that. So Valor takes the lead with 1 second remaining. Wow. We go 16:59 before we get our first goal, and it's Rollison from Charles. We had 2 penalties in that first period. Oganiku took one early, and Myhill took a second one for Regis. Valor went 0 for 2 on the power plays, but Valor gets the late goal, and that is a tough one for Regis to give up a goal that late. So this is Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey. I'll be back for the second period momentarily. And we are back for the second period. And here we go. Price takes the face-off for Valor. And stepping in and taking the face-off and chasing down was Blackbat for Regis. And Robinson and Bussey have switched ends. And the loose puck and held by Bussey. So here we go, 16:37. We've just started this 17-minute period. And so the face-off will be to the right of Gage Bussey. Fekete will take the face-off, slides it over to the wall, but it's controlled by Williams. Williams scales it along the glass, and it rolls right over, back over to Sanis. Sanis moves it up, and challenge there was number 11, Holloway, and the puck gets free. Payos gets back, and Payos moves the puck over into the near side corner and feeds it up slowly, but it's picked off by the defenseman. Oganiku puts one on. Payos comes away with it on his backhand. Pressure there, sidesteps one, and Payos moving through center, has Fekete next to him, takes it down in the corner. Oganiku was challenging, and the pass right in through, right up into the paint area is deflected. Rollison over on the far side takes a shot from the half boards, covered and held by Bussey. And so this face-off again will go to the right of Bussey. Valor leading 1-0 on Rollison's late first period goal. Puck comes back up, held in nicely by McCall. Challenged by Lutz, moves it back behind the Regis cage. It rolls over to the near side. We're holding it up there. And right in front, coming back with it is Throckmorton. Throckmorton again moves it back up the wall to Dembeck. And back over, Radek chops at it, tries to move it up. Lutz was moving out, McCall was moving in. McCall takes a wrister, it goes wide to the near side, and McCall chases his own rebound off that. Backing up is Alfieri. Lutz has it. Lutz dances through the Regis in, and with a couple of Valor players, finally McConnell chops it back off, picking it back up, and needs to get his head up. There was Charles as he took a big hit. Charles takes the hit, and it's going to go for a penalty. It's going to go for interference. And the Regis crowd groans as this is the third power play that Valor has been given here, as Radek goes to the box, and Radek is going to go for an interference call. And this one comes at the 15-13 mark of this second period. So it'll be over to our right. So stepping in is the number one line out there. Let's see, it's mixed up a little bit. Fekete takes the face off, and into the corner goes Jack Majeski. And along with him is number 12. They've also got Charles out there. And stepping back is Owen, but streaking in on a short-handed and a backhander right in front, and it's right on the doorstep. And thinking he had a goal was number 7, was Brody Sanis. And the puck underneath Robinson. Let's see if we can pick it up on the replay here. So coming back in was Bowers. Bowers comes in on his backhand, and Bowers looking for the goal, puts it right in on Robinson, and Robinson secures it there. You can't tell if it was underneath Robinson, but the partial crowd to my right thinks this was a goal, and they've got a pretty good view from there, don't you? Yeah, they got second row seats right here, so they got a good view here. So we got the Regis fans right here. Here we go, face-off just to the right of Robinson. And taking this one is Sanis, and it's controlled by McCall back behind the cage, watched by Bowers. And McCall, with 1:37 remaining in the power play, has some trouble as Nicholas Bowers is able to put some pressure on. McCall moves it over to Rollison. Rollison back over to Price. Price has got a head of steam, and he's got ice in front of him. Takes it over to the right-hand circle as he's lifted up and off, and the puck is swung back around, as not being able to get over there was McCall, but he hustles back and picks it up. Sets back up behind Cooper Robinson, and now Dembeck challenges. McCall sidesteps him quickly, sends it back over to Kaiser, and Kaiser back to Payos. Payos can work his way through center, loses it, but catches back up to it. Payos sets up along the far side wall, finds Rolison, shot hit, and it hits the iron and almost ricochets back. McCall back over to Payos. Payos quickly over to Kaiser. Kaiser right in front, and the pass intended for Rolison is deflected and taken back out. And it's Gleason. Gleason squares up, takes the shot. It ricochets over to the near side corner. Gleason is able to take a little bit more time off and covering and holding there and gaining a defensive zone face-off. I don't know that he intended to do that, but with 34 seconds remaining in the power play, now Valor's got to win a defensive zone face-off to maintain control. So Regis has it. Regis has a face-off to the right of Robinson Cooper, and stepping in to take this one is the number 1 centerman, Holloway. This one is controlled, and Lloyd's got it. Lloyd sends it right back over to Owen. Owen steps up, feeds it back over. Fekete rescues the puck, and right in front of the Valor zone. Fekete picks it back up. He's got a man in the middle. Fekete drives it over to the far side, sweeps it back up the half boards, and he gets double teamed, and the puck is stripped off Fekete's stick, and it's sent back in by Regis. Robinson Cooper holds it there, and he swings it back up the left wing boards. Lloyd guides it back over to center, back past Fekete, and Regis is able to hammer it and clear just as, the power play had expired. So Bentz is clearing, goes for an icing call. So 13:08 is what's up on the board, and that's about right. That penalty was taken at 15:13, so right on it are the referees. Alec Alfieri will take this one. He's got Larson on one side, and over on this far side he has Majewski. Now, I have been told after last time that it was Majewski, but I was told before that it was Majewski, so you take your pick. I'll go with either one. But we got to settle that. All right, so puck goes over to Majewski. This is Cooper. Cooper with the puck, rides it as he's got a man on his backside. Gets help from Alfieri on the cycle. Alfieri sends it back down, intended for Majewski. Held in by McCall. McCall steps off the blue line, takes the shot, goes off of number 22. That was picked back up by Majewski, and out comes Oganiku. Oganiku gets it poked off his stick. Either way you look at it, here comes Cooper Majewski. Majewski back through center. He's got a man in the middle, and Majewski takes the shot, covered and held by Bussey. And we were talking for Blake Rolison. That was his first goal of the of league play. Jack Majewski will take this one. And it's swept back up over to Kaiser. Kaiser recoils, sends it back down the wall as he puts it past Walsh, and getting tied up down there by Romero is a Valor player, couldn't get his stick down. Glove down, picked back up by Payos, and the shot rebound on the doorstep was Owen Walsh, but covering and holding was Bussey. Payos had a wrister. Payos was playing forward earlier in the season. And you can see the control that he has up high, and it's nice to have an offensive defenseman back there on the blue line. Out comes Regis. Little stick chick there as Thompson gets tied up, and it's swept back up. Regis takes the zone. Back over to Thompson with a pair of 14s. Walsh on his backside. Payos comes up with it, and Thompson lays a lick there. Loose puck over on the side in front of and stepping in from his deep position, but the puck never got through as it hit a body in front. Stepping right back in is Bentz. Bentz winds, and up high, Cooper Robinson makes the save and shakes his head as he was challenged, but Cooper Robinson comes up big, not once but twice there, both times on number 24, Danny Bentz, the defenseman. Oganiku and Williams out there on the blue line. Radek's got his line out there where he's got Dembeck and Lutz. Puck is right back over. Oganiku winds. He's got lots of space. Takes the shot. And it, again, Robinson gives up the rebound, but picking it back up, back behind the cage was Charles. Charles has some trouble. Litz steals it. Quick shot is deadened there at the point of the shot. Puck comes back over to the far side. Rolison. And back behind the cage and going for high sticking, I believe, is Fekete. So Regis gets their first power play, and this one comes here in the second period at the 11:17 mark. And we're going to have two. They are not going to get a power play. We're going to go 2 and 2 aside. So going back to the box, number 20, and I believe Lutz, number 4. Is it? I believe Lutz is in the box. It's hard to see, but they both go. And so we're going to stay 5 and 5 aside. There aren't numbers up on the scoreboard, so we can't tell. Oganiku pulls it back up as he's challenged by Larson, and the puck is taken away by Price. Price shoulders off Oganiku and back into the corner. Delivers it back into the cycle right in front as they were looking for Walsh, but stepping in from his deep position is Owen. Owen gets held up there, but is able to get the puck down into the corner. Rollison comes away with it. Rollison back over, and the shot, as it was deflected off of Owen's stick, is back behind Regis's cage. Sweeping back in is Aiden Raddick. And Raddick is able to move it up the right wing wall as it comes all the way back to Valor's end, and a heavy check there as Valor begins to work it back out. The puck is trapped behind Larson. He can't find it underneath his skates, and coming away with it is Holloway. Holloway is double teamed by Valor down low, and fighting for it there is Owen as we have 4 players working for it, and we've got, let's see what the whistle is for. Dowell blows the whistle. He's the linesman down low, and perhaps the puck came up and hit the netting, and it wasn't seen right away by the referee. I think that's what it was. So no penalty. 10:15 remaining in this second period. So Holloway is out there as he has Padilla sitting back behind him, and Throckmorton high in the slot on the defensive end, and it comes back to Padilla. Padilla's shot was deflected by McConnell, and back behind the cage. Puck is moved back over to the near side. And stealing the puck there right back was number 19. And I got to pick up a 19 there, as we seem to be this one. It was Schick, excuse me. So Carter Schick, number 19 for Regis. We've mentioned his name before. And he's in on the forecheck as he looks down Lloyd. Lloyd is able to move the puck up the wall, back up high. Throckmorton gloves it down and keeps the play alive for Regis. Tipped right back by Charles, and Charles moves it over to McConnell and back to Charles. Charles one-on-one with Throckmorton, but lost the handle there, and it's put right back in by Carter Schick. Chasing it down is Holloway, the centerman. The centerman gives a stick check there, puts a man into the corner. Gets a little bit of help from line mate Schick, but McConnell comes away with it. McConnell tries to work it past Padilla, but Padilla makes a nice play with his boot, and bottled up one more time is Valor with 9:11 remaining. They lead 1-0. McConnell off the right wing boards, challenged nicely by number 12, Balatbat, and Balatbat delivers a nice little cross check over to McConnell just for good measure. 9:01 remaining in this first period. Nearly halfway through the game, and we've got a 1-goal game here, as you would expect. So Gleason will take this face-off. He's got Thompson on one side and Balatbat in the slot area. Back up high is Bentz and Romero. McCall is put down into the corner boards, but squirts free. Back trying to protect the puck down low as he's hassled there by Gleason. Puck comes up the right wing boards, jammed at, but not out. McCall's now got it. Challenged again by Gleason, but he's able to get it back over to the left-hand side in front of Gwozdecki's bench. Puck is put right back in by Valor. Over on the far side, coming away with it is Walsh. Walsh looking for a man in the middle. It's McCall, the defenseman, who picks it up, but Romero reads the pass well, puts it back behind the cage. Majeski battling with number 24, another 24, that's Bentz. Puck comes back over to Payos, and it ricochets back to Majeski. Majeski looking right in the middle as he had Walsh, but he couldn't get him the puck as too many Regis sticks in the way. Payos comes away with it, makes a nice little back pass over to McCall, and McCall recoils, scales it off the glass. He's able to get it there, but stepping in was Bentz. Bentz tumbles with Payos, and coming away was Raddick. Raddick headmans it back up, picked right back up by Thompson. Thompson challenged over on the far side by Payos, and Payos is going to go. So Payos takes down Radek, and Payos, this will be the first power play of the game. So Payos goes, and the question is, two referees discussing it, and is it going to be something more than it is a checking from behind and an unsportsmanlike, so so a 2 and a 10 most likely, and let's see who else goes to the box for Coach Gwozdecki, and number 22 will go, and that is Cooper Majeski. So a 2 and a 10, so losing Payos here at the 7:48 mark. This is Regis's first power play. Let's set it up for you here. Radek is on one side. He's got Gleason in the slot. Dembeck up high. And I believe it is Bentz over on the far side, although, nope, it's Oganeku over on the far side. And we'll try and pick up who's on the wall for Regis. There's no sleeve number, so we'll just have to wait until we can see back over on that far side. Fekete takes that face off, and now Rolison will step in his place. And off the face off, it's hammered but not out, held in nicely. Oganeku slides it back over to the right-hand side, shot, and I thought it went in, but apparently not. It's swept over as Radek had a shot there, and I thought I saw the net move. Maybe it was the side of the netting. The referee was right there, so we, of course, have Shaw Hockey Productions. We'll take another look at that when we get a chance. Here comes Oganeku, slides it back over on the right-hand side, a bit too far, but held in nicely and controlled there by Thompson. Thompson moves it over to Dembeck. Dembeck off his boot. Fekete puts a shoulder into him and a four-man pile-up, and stepping in is Thompson. Thompson on the low side, Dembeck on the high side, and Thompson is able to fish it back over, but sealing off that wall is Kaiser, and Kaiser hammers it off the wall in the length of the ice. 1:06 remaining in the power play. Here comes Regis. Regis looking for the game-tying goal, and it's deflected over on the far side as Charles is able to get a stick on it. Kaiser chases it, and Kaiser is able to get it back out to center, poked away as Padillo had it in front of him, lost it momentarily. Here comes Regis. Regis takes the line, working his way in, and sliding over was Robinson. Swinging in there is Holloway. Holloway gets bodied up into the near side corner. Holloway's got some help on the high side. As that stepping in as the defense is number 7, Sanis. Sanis feeds it back up high. Padilla's got it. Padilla settles, and Padilla moves back over to up high, up top. Sanis' shot got deflected right into the shin pads. Coming away with it is Bentz. Bentz from his knees has it stripped off his stick, and a slashing call is coming. So this is going to go on Jack Majeski. And so with Payos' call with 19 seconds remaining, Majeski goes for a slashing call at the 6:07 mark. So Regis will have 19 seconds of 5-on-3. And in the period of the long change, Valor is distanced from their defensive end. Here we go. Let's see if Regis can make hay while the sun is shining. Puck over to the half boards. Battle for it there. Sanis is there as he gets some helps from Holloway. Up high is Padilla. Puck goes back down low, picked up by Schick. Schick works it over to Sanis. Sanis, left-hand dot, moves it back over to the right-hand side. Here's the shot, and it was high, and it deflected all the way out and back to center. 2 seconds, 1 second remaining in the 5-on-3. And right back on is Majeski. Price comes in for Valor. Valor is now 5-on-4 with 1:32 remaining in the power play. Sanis holds, takes the shot wide, deflected right in front. And that had an opportunity. Robinson makes the save. The puck was shot wide to the right. And there was a tip. You'll see it on the replay here. And as the puck comes in from the left-hand side over on the right, and there's a tip, and that almost got past Cooper Robinson. 1:27 remaining in the power play. Radek will take the face-off, but it's won by Valor. Banked off the boards, escapes Dembeck's reach. All the way back to Bussey. Bussey leaves it there. Oganeku tries to shake off number 21, Rolison's forecheck. Does so, and the puck is back behind Regis's cage. Regis will reset with 1:08 remaining in the power play. Oganiku has some trouble looking for Dembeck, finds him at the red line. Dembeck weaves his way through center. He's got a man over on the far right-hand side, dishes it back. Controlled by Regis. Oganiku steps into one, over on the right-hand side. Here's the shot. Shovels caught in midair by Robinson. As Robinson bobbled momentarily, but picks it up and he's able to, and you see the pass, or the shot as it was moved quickly back over to Raddick. And Raddick's shot with Dembeck in front of Robinson, and Robinson juggles it momentarily but controls. Raddick will take this face off. He's got Gleason over to the left-hand side. Dembeck up high. Puck is poked right back over. Oganiku looking. Shot just goes off of a shin pad. Stepping in is Dembeck, and here comes Valor. Valor stepping in with number 14, Walsh. She takes a flyer from the right circle, and it's covered and held by Bussey for the whistle. 38 seconds remaining in Regis's second power play. They're 0 for 1 thus far. Now they have a defensive zone face-off to the left of Gage Bussey. Fekete will take this face-off for Valor as he's going up against Raddick. Raddick is able to win it back over to Oganiku. So Oganiku will come out the left-hand side. Fekete in front of him as he finds a man over on the far right, as it's picked up by Gleason. Gleason gets stymied at the blue line, and a nice play there by Walsh to get it back out to center. Dembeck sends it corner to corner over on the far side. Raddick is there trying to get that puck out of there was Charles. Couldn't do so, but twirling away was Fekete. And with 11 seconds remaining in the power play, the puck is held by Bussey. 1-0, Valor leads, 4:11 remaining in this second period. Puck is hoisted back up and down into the corner where Kaiser glances over his shoulder, and he's got time, but he sends it into the Regis bench. And I think that was Logan Slott who might have caught that puck in front of Coach Dan Woodley. Woodley's got Grant Woodley and Ian Raleigh on the bench with him. Face-off to the left of Robinson. Robinson has been solid thus far. Puck is picked back up and sent over to and it bounces off of Robinson's cage right in front of him, looking for it, and the whistle blown as Schick had a backhander. And I think the fans have a point, that the Regis fans at least, that puck was loose over on the far side. The official on the far side made the call. Robinson makes another save. This one is sticked over to the near side. Touched up by Alfieri, and Alfieri now with it. And Alfieri was trying to feed a headman pass up high as he was looking for a 16. That was Charles. Alfieri ties up his man, stepping in, and the puck and the shot is wide. Swept back over to the near side by Muir and up the boards, but not out. Right on the doorstep is Schick. Schick tries to shovel it in, and a battle right in front. Picked back up by McConnell, and diving and sprawling is Cooper Robinson to ice the puck as he had a man right on him. That was Brody Sanis. Sanis was down low, and as Valor was moving the puck out, it was poked off the stick, and finding himself all in front of Robinson was Sanis, but Robinson, with the presence of mind, holds on to that puck. 3:19 remaining in the second period. Regis pressing, Valor in their defensive zone. Fekete will take this face-off. And I believe that is Bowers. Nicholas Bowers taking this face-off, and Bowers has got Myhill inside the slot. Picked back up by Lloyd. Lloyd's got time back behind the Valor cage, and Lloyd was almost smoked out by Bowers. Moves it back up the right-hand side as Price tries to get his stick on it. He's able to get enough of it, sends it back in. Stepping back in on sides was Myhill, and Valor moves it back out to center ice. Rolison's pass deflected. Can't touch it up there as Bowers has it, and he feeds it right back to Padilla. Padilla moves it over to the left-hand side where it's touched up by the defenseman Bentz. Given chase is 21 Myhill. Myhill bodies his man up, and Dembeck comes in, takes Price out. He's got Bowers sitting back behind him, and Bowers now to the low side, comes away with the puck, but Fekete takes him off of it, and over on the far side, it's Lloyd looking for Rolison. Rolison's got Fekete through center. Fekete, the puck bounces off of his stick, and Regis is able to pick it back up. Bowers loses it to Rollison, and Rollison looks to settle. Rollison chased all the way back down to his end where he's challenged by number 12, Balatbat. Here's the windup, the shot, and it just screams wide as Romero got a good look in on Robinson's cage. Puck comes back over to the near side, back up high, and the shot deflected. Rollison bounces off of his shin pads. He heads that man's it back over to Price. Price can't get past Benz. And it coming back is Balatbat. Balatbat down the left-hand side as he is challenged big by number 7, Owen. And Owen might go to the box here, and I think he will for an interference call. So Owen takes the second consecutive Valor penalty. This one comes at the 1:49 mark of this second period. Owen goes to the box, interference, and Payos remains in the box there, and he will for the remainder of this second period and into the third period as well. So Owen for interference. Regis pressing with 1:49 remaining in the period. They've got their second consecutive power play. Puck is scaled up and off the boards, and nicely done by Majeski. Now you got me thinking. Coming back quickly is Radek. Radek with some urgency moves the puck back to his defenseman and back over to Oganiku. Oganiku back up high. Dembeck strides through center. Dembeck weaves his way through, but offsides is Radek on the near side. So with 1:28 remaining in the period, Regis's power play will have to earn another face-off win here in front of Coach Woodley's bench. Jack Majeski takes the face-off. Puck comes back over to McCall. McCall back up to Walsh. Walsh looking for Majeski. Majeski chops at it, and Oganiku comes away with it. Oganiku accelerates, but his pass is picked back off by Jack Majeski, and it's poked back to the safety by Gleason. Gleason finds Dembeck back over to Gleason. Gleason near side, and again Regis is offsides. So Woodley's seen enough. He puts another crew out there. He's got 1:07 remaining in this power play, 56 seconds remaining in the period. So let's set the stage for you. You got Holloway's line out there. Holloway will set up with Sanis over on the side. Sanis stretches in, but not before the puck is cleared by Charles and Valor. 49 seconds remaining in the period. And out comes Danny Bentz. Bentz left-hand side feeds it back up as he quickly finds Padilla. Padilla sends it over corner to corner on the far side. It's Holloway dancing out of the corner. Puck back behind Valor's cage, but sweeping in is Rollison, held up nicely by Padilla. Padilla feeds it back down low. Over to looking for Sanis on the half board. Sanis comes in, provides much needed support there to Schick right in front. Holloway jamming away and covered and held by Robinson. Nice play by Regis as they brought the puck back below the line and then fed a little backhander. And here you see it on the replay as the back pass right there and had the far right-hand side of the net wide open, or I should say the upper half. But Holloway wasn't able to elevate it there as the puck was right on his stick. He might have gotten tipped there by a Valor stick. 19.3 seconds remaining in the period. Puck is over, battled for on the near side. Held in nicely by Padilla. Padilla sends over to the right-hand side. Challenged and coming away with the puck, but only momentarily, and now Rollison's got it. 8 seconds remaining. Price in the middle, but the pass is deflected and never got through. Here comes Regis, 2-on-2. Coming away with it is Holloway. Holloway's shot is deflected, and there's the buzzer. End of 2, Valor 1, Regis 0. And so the goal in that first period by Rollison, with the assist to Charles at that 16:59 mark, is the difference thus far. We'll take a Zam break, and we'll be back for the third and final period. This is Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey Productions. Valor 1, Regis 0. We'll be back.
We take clean to a whole new level. At Frenchie's Modern Nail Care, we're not just clean, we're ridiculously clean. We're serious about the cleanliness and sterilization of our studios and tools because we truly care about the health and safety of our guests. There are 3 locations serving the Regis community in Lone Tree, Highlands Ranch, and Littleton. Book your appointment today online at FrenchiesNails.com. Frenchie's Modern Nail Care, where we were clean before clean was cool.
expected?
Yeah, last time that they played, it was close. It was around 100.
Yeah. And we are back for the third and final period with Valor leading 1-0 over Regis. And there is 8 seconds and counting on the penalty coming for on Valor. And they're able to clear the puck out, and that's going to do it. So back on the ice there is Fekete, and out of the box is number 7, Owen. So Regis has just under 16 minutes here. They need to get the game-tying goal here, and chasing it down is Kaiser. Kaiser moves it back over to the far side. Kaiser sets back up, back behind the cage, picks it up, and finds Price. Price's pass a little too hot, and Schick swings back to get it. Schick had a goal against Valor in that twisted wrister, as did Padilla. Puck comes back over to Romero, winds one from the point, but it goes wide and ricochets over to the left-hand side. Picked back up by Bentz. Bentz puts it back behind the cage, and Kaiser settles as he hoists one the length of the ice, and it goes in on goal on Bussey and has to be played. Romero with it. Romero with Fekete bearing down on him, sends a pass up through middle as Walsh thought he had it. Gleason does. Gleason puts it back, and covered and held by Robinson, and Cooper Robinson will hold for the whistle there. He's backed up by Jace Ruth, who we saw quite a bit in that twisted wrister tournament. So for George Gwozdecki, he's moved a fair amount of players in and out of the lineup, and he's got a few players that are sick or unable to make it here today. Puck comes back over to the far side as Lloyd gets tied up, and the bouncing puck comes right back to Thompson. Thompson's shot never got through. Put back down low by Balatbat. Balatbat chases it down, and Valor moves it up the right wing, and the headman pass comes back over to Wright. Brooks Wright takes the shot, big rebound, comes all the way out, but Gleason secures. Back over to Gleason, loses it there, and Majeski tried to swing it back over to Walsh. Walsh tries to step in, but Balatbat has it. He's challenged by another 12, that's Jamison Charles, and Valor's able to clear it back to the Valor end. Pass comes off, here comes Lloyd. Lloyd lifts it, and given chase is Alfieri. Alfieri on the backside there of Padilla, but Padilla is able to move it back up the left wing boards, and it's kicked back to Padilla. And Padilla turns, and Fekete steals it from him, but he gets a little support there from Gleason. And Padilla again pokes at it, glove down, and swung over to the near side by number 12, Charles. And now controlled by Murr. Murr bangs it off the boards. McConnell's there, tries to feed it back, little back pass, and picking it up nicely is Jamison Charles. Headman puck up to Carter Charles. Carter Charles centering feed right in front. McConnell was there. Bussey on his knees, now back to his skates. Puck comes back up to the left-hand point, but it's deflected and comes off a Murr's stick. Over on the far side, pass banked off the boards, and stepping right back in was Charles. Carter Charles, but he overskates, and the puck is poked back down into Valor's end. Owen with it, reverses out of the corner, sends it back up the left wing boards. Waiting for it is Carter Charles, and Charles finds Price over on the right-hand side. Price is challenged by Bentz. Price comes back up with the puck. Bouncing puck gets taken off of it there. And Myhill headmans the puck over to the right-hand side. The defenseman, Romero, takes it in, and he'll go for a skate into the near side corner. Valor reverses, moving it out was Owen. Owen up off the wall. Rollison with a head of steam. He gets tied up momentarily, but is able to get a backhander in on Romero. Romero challenged by Price over on the far side. Price chops at it. The puck comes back up and out to Sanis. Sanis finds Bowers. Bowers challenged by a couple of Valor players, and sweeping in is Ryan Kaiser. Kaiser moves it back over to Price. Price banks it off the boards and settled again. Here comes Oganiku. Oganiku is able to get it in, but not deep on Valor. So Regis is having some trouble as they're not able to get it in deep and get control. Puck is moved back over to Williams. Williams strides over center, bouncing one in on Robinson. Swung back over on the right-hand side. Walsh waiting, poked at, and given chase is Dembeck. Dembeck bodies his man over into the far side corner. Owen Walsh comes away with it. He sends it back over cross ice, and stretching for it was McCall versus Dembeck. Dembeck was looking for Radek. Radek overskates. Here goes Wright. Brooks Wright will chase it into the corner, but it's icing as Oganiku was bearing in on him. 12:29 remaining in this third period. Valor leads 1-0. Regis needs a goal. They've got an offensive zone face-off. And so this offensive zone face-off comes to the left of Cooper Robinson. Robinson with the left-hand glove readies. Radek is out there. He's got Lutz and Dembeck. Puck comes back to Lloyd. Lloyd looks one way, sends it back up, and Rollison is able to lift a stick, and it's swung right back in by Throckmorton. With some time as Lloyd as Regis had to tag up. Here comes Radek. Radek gets a stick on it, and a couple of Regis players pile into the man over on the near side, and it's going to be a checking from behind as Price took the punishment that Dembeck delivered. I believe that is Dembeck. Let's see if it is. If I can scan to see if there's another 5. Was it Dembeck? I got my spotter here, but he's not sure. So it's a 2 and a 10, and so that matches Payos. So a 2 and a 10, a checking from behind, and at least the referee. Sanis? I believe it is. I believe it is Sanis. So not Dembeck, Sanis. So Valor at this point in the game with 12 minutes remaining has a golden opportunity with this power play. Payos takes it in deep. Payos curling out, sends it back up to McCall. McCall has a man on the far side, right in front, and puck goes through everyone. Rollison re-secures. Back over. Price is in front of the cage with creating traffic. Price almost got a stick on it, bounces over Rollison's stick. Stick check there by Rollison, a long feed, and this one goes past McCall. So McCall is chased down by Holloway, and a little drop pass there, and coming out is Kaiser. Kaiser near side, Payos up to McCall. The big defenseman brings it into the zone with Payos behind him. Feeds it back over. Payos controls. Payos looks for the shot, and he just sends it up and over Bussey's cage. Here comes Regis with Schick. Schick has a chance, but he's taken off the puck by Price, and Kaiser comes away with it. 53 seconds remaining in the power play, 11 minutes remaining in the period. McCall thinks about it twice. Now he sends it back up the right-hand side, but he was looking long, and it's taken off the stick over there by a Regis defender. Twirling is Romero. Romero sends it back over to Gleason. Gleason's pass goes up and over the glove and picked right back up. And a big giant check there as number 9 stepped into Padilla, steps in over to Owen. Meanwhile, puck is picked back up by Valor. Valor working it out of the corner. Fekete looks for relief, and he finds it with number 12. That's picked up by Charles. Charles, the defenseman. What's he doing down there so low? It is a power play. Puck is picked back up, moved back over to Majeski. Jack Majeski waits for the puck as it comes up the wall. Fans on it momentarily, re-secures. Tagged down by a Regis player, and Lloyd holds his man off. Palatbat over on the far side. Bowers steps in off, And the puck back over to Bowers. Bowers over the red line. Power play is over. Bowers has a man. It's Gleason. Gleason shot and a save by Robinson, who comes up big, keeps the game. A one-goal game here, 1-0. Blapat looks over into the corner, fishes it back nicely. Back to Bowers. Entering feed right in front. Second opportunity. Regis on the doorstep, not once but twice. And there's the whistle as the net comes off the mooring. That was the best action Regis has had this entire game down low in on Robinson. And they had a couple of golden opportunities to tie this game up. Regis putting the pressure on right after Valor had that power play. So Radek will take this. He's got Dembeck and Lutz on one side, and up high is Williams and I believe Oganiku over on the far side. Puck tipped, it skips over Dembeck's stick, and coming over on the far side is McConnell. McConnell finds Alfieri. Alfieri tips it back over to Charles. Charles squirts free and takes the shot. It's a wrister, and Bussey comes up big and keeps it a one-goal game. There the youngsters were able to break it out, and then you see Alfieri gives the puck just over to Charles, and Charles winds up with that left-handed shot on the left dot. And Bussey's able to see it the whole way. 9:26 remaining in the game. Battle for it on the near side. Back up to the point. Murr tries to get it down along the wall, but Regis picks it back up and moves it back out to center. Lutz picks it up nicely. Shakes off the check from Murr. Lutz centering feed goes through everyone. Back over to Radek. Radek picks it up, bounces it into the corner. Dembeck chasing. But coming away with it is McCall. McCall bounced not once but twice. He finds McConnell. McConnell's got McCall back over. Here's Charles. Shot. Gut save by Bussey. Bussey keeps Regis in this game with 8:57 remaining. It's a one-goal game. And that play, as you again will look just like the other one, where twice Carter Charles gets a point-blank opportunity in on Bussey, and Bussey comes up big. Face-off to the left of Bussey with 8:57 remaining in the contest. Romero sends it back over, almost in front of the cage. Coming away with it is Rollison. Rollison curling out of the corner. He's got a man in the middle. It's Payos, but the puck is punched right back over to the near side. Coming away is Romero. Romero feeds it ahead as he looks for Bowers. Bowers bodied into the corner nicely by Owen, and the puck is moved over to the far side. Stepping in is Bentz. His shot is a flyer up and into the netting. That got deflected. 8:57 remaining in this third period. Regis trails by a goal as the tension mounts. So who will it be for Regis? Who's the likely candidates? And right now, Carter Schick, number 19, leads Regis, and he's out there. He leads Regis with a couple of goals. Striding in is Owen Walsh. Walsh has a man in the middle, looks for him. It's tipped up there by Bussey. Puck was back behind the cage. Coming away again was Walsh right in front. As Walsh had a man, that was Brooks Wright, and Wright was buzzing in front of the net there. Couldn't come up with it. 8:41 remaining, one-goal game. Regis has been close, but has not been able to solve Cooper Robinson thus far. Jack Majeski going up against Holloway. Important face-off, everyone counts. This one, Oganiku moves it back behind the cage and sweeps it back up the left wing wall, where Carter Schick is able to get it back out to center. Chasing in on the forecheck is Holloway. Bowers on the other side. Kaiser moves it back up the wall. Bounces off of right stick. He's bodied up, and Kaiser moves it back over to the right, to the far side. Good forecheck by Regis. Holloway's there, Schick's there, but Walsh comes away with it. Walsh with a 3-on-2 finds Majeski. Majeski, and offsides was right through the middle. It was just a little touch-up play, and just momentarily lost the puck there at the blue line as we get a chance to take a look at the replay. And the headland pass, you can see the puck just a little bit behind and wasn't handled cleanly. Jack Majeski will take this face-off. He's got Walsh on one side, right on the other side. Lloyd and Charles on the blue line for Valor. Regis steps in, and Blapat has the puck. Blapat tries to work past one man. Gleason comes up with it. The shot steered back behind the cage. Lloyd is able to fish it back up to the left-hand side. Regis player down low, looking for it, shot right, ricochet, as Regis picked it back up, and that's the second time we've seen that happen to Valor, where Valor thinks they're moving it out, and a man down low is just waiting for the puck for Regis. Blackback calls for it, bounces off of his stick as Walsh had it. Majeski gets tied up with his man, and coming away is Fekete with Blackbat on his backside, stick check in front of him, sends it back up high, held in at the blue line. Lloyd is held off there by Gleason. Lloyd takes it down into the corner, shoveled up the near side boards as it's held in by Walsh. Walsh battles for it, but Regis comes away with it. The puck is fished over to Gleason. Gleason with Thompson back behind him, and the shot goes up and over Robinson's cage. Blackbat challenges. Lloyd recoils. Puck comes back up, punch back down by Padilla. Puck back behind, and it goes up through the gut and unanswered. Regis all the way back as Bussey comes well out of his cage to lend an assist. Challenging is Charles. Charles picks up the puck. Fekete comes back in, and Romero needs some help back there as he's got a couple of Valor players on him. One-timer as Charles, puck came right over to Charles, and Regis is a bit out of sorts as Valor has him hemmed in here with 6:40 remaining in this third period. Regis ices the puck. And as we said, it's ratcheted up here, and in the box still remaining is Sanis for that 2 and a 10. Off the face-off, it's picked back up by Bentz. Bentz moves it back over to the far side. Nice play as the defenseman steps into it. That was Owen. He holds his man off. Lutz comes away with it. He puts it in, but he takes a check, can't advance. Murr glances over his shoulder, and it comes right over. And bouncing off of him was Majeski. Here comes Valor. Valor up through the middle. Stick check by Benz. Picked up by Lutz. Cleared. Back over. And the bouncing puck over on the far side. Stepping into one. And a player back behind the play. And it's Dembeck, who appears to be in some discomfort in front of us. Might have had the breath taken out of him. As he gets some assistance from the referee there, you can see in your screen. So to recap, 6:07 remaining in this third period, and we have a one-goal game. And while we have a opportunity for a break here, we look back in the prior games that these two teams played, and some familiar names had some goals. Rollison had a couple of goals in one of the games. Fekete and Price each scored. And Price had a couple of goals in one game, and then Owen scored. And over for Regis, it was Schick, and it was Padilla that got the goals. So Dembeck appears to be okay, a little bit shaken up. It looked like he lost his breath there as he took a pretty good hit over to our right. So with 6:07 remaining in the contest, Regis sets up with Padilla on the blue line, Bowers, Holloway, and Schick. So this is for Coach Woodley, his number one line. And the counterattack is Payos is now up at center, and Payos has Price, Rollison, and Murr and Owen are back on the blue line for the Eagles. Stepping in, but coming away with the puck is Payos. Payos has Rollison on the inside. Payos takes the shot, and it rims around over to the far side, chopped at by Owen. And Owen sends it back up to the near side. Nicely done, is held in there by Mirror, but only momentarily. We have a one-on-one as Bowers comes back versus Owen, and Owen makes a stick check, and Bowers goes tumbling. Play continues, and Rollison with the puck works it up the wall, touches it up to Payos. Payos gets enough on it and dishes it off to Price. Price challenged by one, takes the shot, and it's up and over Bussey's cage. Comes over to the near side. 5:22 remaining in the game. Puck is picked back up with Bowers. Bowers will fly one in on Robinson. Robinson makes a noggin save, and the puck comes back over to Rollison. Rollison puts it in slowly, and Regis has time. Chasing it back Oganiku gets tied up with his man, but is able to move it back over to the left wing wall, back over to Blattbat. Blattbat centering feed, finds the man, it's Gleason. Gleason squares up, he's challenged, takes the shot, it just misses the near side. Back up high, Romero takes a shot, and then in on the doorstep was 14 Thompson, but Robinson makes the save. So Robinson is able to see through some traffic, as you see there. Puck came in with a heavy wrist shot from Romero. Ben Romero, number 13 in your viewing plane there. And out there is Thompson, Gleason, and Blattbat, I believe. Comes back to Blattbat. He touches it back up and thinks about it at least, and the puck is poked back beyond Romero. Oganiku sweeps in with Walsh on him. Puck is moved back up to center, quickly off the wall. Back over to Blattbat. Blattbat challenged there by Jack Majeski, who slides it all the way back over to the far side, who's coming up with Charles. Charles tries to move it up the right wing boards, but Oganiku steps in from his D position. That's what Regis needs right now, is they need their D-man stepping in and providing some offense with 4:18 remaining in this third period. Walsh puts it in on Bussey, who guides it over to the near side corner. Picked up by Romero. Romero with Oganiku. Oganiku with the head up, feeds it back over to Gleason. Gleason back up to Thompson. Thompson challenged by McCall. Back pass just misses. Payos comes away with it. 4 minutes straight up remaining in this contest. Payos with a head of steam accelerates through center. It's chased by one, drags it to the middle, and he just missed getting clipped there. He puts it down into the corner and retreats as the puck is iced by Regis. 3:45 remaining. Regis needs a goal to tie it up. They've got a defensive zone face-off here. To the left of Gage Bussey, number 29, who's been solid. So this face-off, again, Payos, who has stepped in from playing a deep position, will go up against Radek. Radek wins it back into the corner. Payos challenges, and Rollison comes away with it. Rollison holds his man off, shakes the check off, finds McCall. McCall thinks about it, hesitates, and the shot goes off Price and ricochets over into the near side corner. Rollison challenge. Padilla punches it back up the wall. McCall back down low. Rollison with Padilla. Pool cue there by Payos, and the puck comes up the right wing boards. Here comes Regis with 3:20 remaining. 4-on-2. Regis brings it back in. Left hand side as Benz overskates the puck. Payos has it, and a check from behind. I think so. It's a cross check. So Regis gets a power play with 3:13 remaining in the contest. So Price goes to the box. 3:13 remaining. Big. So let's see what Coach Dan Woodley throws at Gwozdecki's squad. Radek wins the faceoff. Puck is hoisted, and it just misses the girders. Settled by Owen. Owen's got time, and Owen sends it into his own bench. So the faceoff stays inside the zone, inside the Valor zone. I think that was Lloyd. I apologize. That was not Owen. Owen is 7, Lloyd is 2. They look similar from this angle. Puck comes back up. Big face-off, won by Regis. Holding it there, swinging it back over. Oganiku thinks about it. Back over to Radek. Skips off his stick. Challenged by Owen. Battle in the near side corner. Owen outmuscles his man and is able to get it back out to center. Oganiku up over the logo, finds Radek, but offsides on the far side. Just wasn't able to get out of the zone was number 14, Carter Lutz. So with 2:46 remaining in this third period and Regis needing a goal, they've got 1:33 remaining on Price's penalty. And here comes Radek as the crowd ratchets it up. Fekete off the faceoff, and the puck is cleared all the way to Bussey. So for Woodley, he's got 1:26 remaining in this power play to work with. Walsh on the forecheck. Meanwhile, puck comes back over to the right-hand side, chipped up and in, chasing it down. In comes number 14, picked up by Thompson. Thompson battling, touched back up. Oganiku walks it off the wall with Fekete in front of him. Looks for a lane, loose puck there. Back up to the left-hand point. Long shot over on the far side, gets deflected into the corner. Sweeping in is Gleason. Gleason moves it back up and it bounces over Dembeck's stick. Dembeck interferes with Fekete, and now with 54 seconds, the remaining 54 seconds of Regis's power play is going to be canceled. So Dembeck goes to the box for an interference call, and this comes at the 2:07 mark. So we'll have 4-on-4 action for 54 seconds, and then Valor will have a power play almost for the balance of the period. There's 2:07 remaining up on the clock. Here we go. Holloway will take the face-off, going versus Payos. Puck is won over by Valor, back over on the far side, picked up by Kaiser. Kaiser fishes it down the wall. Rollison avoids one, moves it back down the wall. Payos chases. Bentz is there. Bentz bodied up by Payos. Coming back in is Rollison. Four-man pile up, and Bentz comes away with it. Bentz is able to get the puck fluttering back to center, chased down by McCall with 33 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Payos starts churning, moves out on the right-hand side. He's got Rollison on the inside. Toe drag move, makes it past Bentz, but Bentz picks back up the loose puck. Over onto the near side, Carter Schick waiting for it, gets tied up. Payos rescues it. Payos back behind the cage with 1:27 remaining in the game. Payos pivots out of one, drop pass there. Kaiser picks it up and fishes it back over to McCall. Up ahead is Rollison, back over to Payos, near side. Off of Payos' stick, he goes for a line change. So with 1:06 now remaining in the power play for Valor, Regis needs a shorthanded goal. Puck is rimmed in over on the far side. Walsh tries to get it out. Carter Schick leaves it there. McCall reverses to Kaiser. Kaiser begins to stride up to the center. 57 seconds remaining in the game, and Kaiser's big shot was deflected off of Padilla. Back up and not out. Held in there by Majeski. Majeski, watch closely. Looks for a man on the far side. Doesn't have it. Switches with Price. Price steps in, top of the dot. Chops once, not twice. Walsh is there, and it's cleared back out by Regis. 37 seconds remaining in the game. Valor with the puck down low and the man advantage in a one-goal game. Here comes Valor back out to center. Regis needs a shorty right now. Puck is jammed up right in front of us, just below us, and here just misses. Raddick over on the far side, past Walsh. We've got icing. We're coming back to Valor's end. 15.4 seconds remaining in the game. Regis has an offensive zone face-off. Let's see if Woodley takes the timeout. Woodley's content. He's got his line, and we're ready to go. Gwozdecki, the home squad, has the last change. He's going to go with Payos versus Raddick. Huge face-off. Raddick wins it, but sweeping in was Rollison. Raddick looks for it, battling for the puck. Rollison is able to get it back out to center. 7 seconds remaining. Stepping back in out of the penalty box. 3 seconds. That's going to do it as Owen holds it there. Valor wins 1-0, and for the third time this year, Valor defeats Regis. This time, much closer. The previous 2 times, it was 4-1 each time. This time, it's 1-0. So Rollison's first period goal is the difference maker, and Cooper Robinson gets the shutout. As the two teams congratulate each other with stick check, or little tapping of the stick there at their respective blue lines in lieu of the traditional handshake. So great game, end-to-end action that we saw today, and congratulations to both of these top-tier squads. Final score, Valor 1, Regis 0. This is Manny Furtado for the Shaw Hockey Network. Thanks for tuning in.
We take clean to a whole new level. At Frenchie's Modern Nail Care, we're not just clean, we're ridiculously clean. We're serious about the cleanliness and sterilization of our studios and tools because we truly care about the health and safety of our guests. There are 3 locations serving the Regis community in Lone Tree, Highlands Ranch, and Littleton. Book your appointment today online at FrenchiesNails.com. Frenchie's Modern Nail Care, where we were clean before clean was cool.